I love it. Women laugh differently than men. Guys, you're gonna hear some women laugh tonight. They laugh differently than we do. A lot of women, when they laugh, it always ends in a gentle sigh. I guess to let us know you're done. Women laugh ends in a sigh, like, that's true, Tim. Some of you are holding it in right now. Don't do that. Then you start making the barnyard noises. It's always a woman making the barnyard noises because you hold it in the air for crying out loud. By the time you let it out, you have no idea what's going to come out of your head. And the hilarity ensues. Or go back in your head. I love that. We've all seen a woman laugh, do the go back in. She's I can't stop it. I can't. Rachel, I know that. I know it's me. I can't. There's too much airflow. I feel like there's a pig in my stomach. I was doing a show in Fort Worth, Texas one time, and I had to stop the show. Halfway through the show, I couldn't go on. It never happened to me before. This lady was in the front row, and she's laughing so hard that she locked up. Her body just went stiff. She just shaking. I was like, I think she's gonna die. She wouldn't make any noise, but every 10 seconds she blurted out this noise, and no one had ever heard anything like it. It sounded like a sea lion in desperate need of medical attention. That's what it sounded. Every 10 seconds, halfway through a punchline. Does anyone have a beach ball we can throw this freak? I travel and make notes. I do. I was driving through Indiana recently. Indiana, I saw this billboard for a business. The business was called Zip and Sip. That was the name of the business, Zip and Sip. It was wine tasting and zip lining. What a full day that is. Yeah, what goes good with zipping on a line 100 feet off the ground? Alcohol, yeah. Call that place Zip and Sip, lose your grip and break a hip. That's what they should call it. Put that zip line over a cemetery, just cut out the middleman. I did my first show in the UK a few months ago, Britain, for the Brits. It went pretty well. Finished my show, this lady was like, Tim, I love your show. It was so cheeky. You're so cheeky. Thank you. No, Tim, it means funny. That's what we mean. Us British, we say cheeky, but we mean funny. That's what that means, cheeky. Oh. Okay. Anyway, see, that's the thing. We both speak English. The Americans and Brits, but they mean different things. And we have a lot of different phrases and stuff. I was talking to my buddy's wife. I said, how'd you guys meet? He goes, oh, I was a busker. Excuse me. A busker? Yes, I was a busker. What's a busker? I used to play music for money in the streets. Do you have that in the States? Yes, we call them hobos. But they have different phrases for things. Like over here, we call it getting in line. They call it queuing up. We call it the trash can. They call it the bin. We call it the restroom. They call it the loo. I asked my friend, I said, when something's a total failure over here, what do you call it? We call it complete rubbish. What do you call it? We call it Obamacare. That's just what we call it. That's what we do. It's going to be the most magnificent. You're going to enjoy the show. It's magnificent, the show. Okay, I'm not going to go any farther with that. Yeah, that joke went pretty well in Tennessee. I did not go swell in Oregon a few weeks ago. Some guy tried to run me over with his bike. He's his ponytail flapping in the breeze, chucking hacky sacks at me. Organic trail mix flying out of his mouth. But Tennessee's cool, man. Y'all are nice folks here. You're just legit. I think the only nicer state than y'all has got to be Minnesota. You can't argue with that. They're just way nice. They're like too nice. Minnesota people, they're creepy nice. Like they're hiding something from you, kind of nice. Like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, kind of nice. And I learned that the hard way. This summer I spent 2 weeks with my buddy and his family. We all went up to Minnesota. They have a lake house up there. I did an activity that I've never done before. Shouldn't have, but I did. So they were there, just a beautiful day there in Minnesota on the lake, and we get up the first morning. My buddy John was just like, oh, Tim, dude, I'm so glad you're here, buddy. Oh, yeah. Really, what are we gonna do today? Tim, we're gonna tube. We're gonna tube today. We're gonna tube all day long. Tube, but you ever tube on the lake? We're gonna tube. Okay, who are you, the Swedish chef from the Muppets? Who are you? Pretty tube. I'm like, what's tubing? Well, tubing is you lay down on this big tube, you got the handles, got the rope tied to the boat. What we do, we drag you around the lake behind the boat, the tube. It'll change your life. He was right about that. And I'm an idiot, right? So I'm like, well, I'm going first, man. Let's get it, man. Do it! So it's like 7 in the morning, glassy lake. I'm laying at the end of this dock thing on just top of this big tube. I got 2 handles to rope the boat. My buddy John's getting everything ready. See, here's the thing about Minnesota people. They're really nice until you put them behind the wheel of a ski boat. That's when they get possessed by the devil and want to kill you for fun. So John's getting ready to go. Look, Tim, you got the towels and the drinks. I'm going to start up the boat, Tim. Here we go. All right, Tim.
Are you ready to go?
I mean, water going in and out of me faster than I've ever felt it in my life. I was a tube at that point, ladies and gentlemen, just a PVC pipe. Stuff coming out of me. I had chewing gum I swallowed when I was 5 years old come out of me. I'm like, that's Hubba Bubba. They don't even make Hubba Bubba anymore. That's watermelon squash. This freak took off, man. And it felt like we were going 100 miles an hour just in the wake, and I'm just trying to hold on to the grace I got, and I do. But after a minute, I realized I'm not dead. I'm doing it. And I'm starting to have fun. And I could feel the spray in my face and the wind in my hair and my adrenals.